Okay, welcome to the second tutorial on how to set up custom weapons for AGS. In this tutorial we're going to set up a ranged weapon. I wanted to find a crossbow, but I couldn't find any free crossbow asset on the Unity asset store, so instead I found this awesome Staff of Pain. It's basically a staff with a skull on it. So we're going to set up that for both firing a magic fireball and also for a swing attack, to show that you can use the ranged weapon for both melee and ranged attacks. So let's start. Let's get rid of this reflection probe. And then we add a forward projectile weapon view from the Space Ninja asset. We need to set the projectile spawn position, so we need to create let's do this instead. Hit volumes. We can use the same skull object for two different things. Let me show you. So here's the skull. Let's add box collider to it, like so, and it should be a trigger, and we add a hit volume view. First hit volume index, that is good, and we set the hit volume container, and then we also set the skull for the projectile spawn position. So you use the skull both for firing projectiles and for swinging and hitting with the skull. Okay, so now we need to make this a lot smaller. So let's scale it down to, I don't know, 0.25 perhaps. Yeah, might be good. And let's get rid of the axe also. Let's do that first. So to make the character still be able to use the axe, but not wield it from the start, we need to set up unholstered and holstered parent. So I don't think we don't even have a weapons container. No, we don't. So let's set up weapon container. Yeah, and we need to reference it on the play script. Weapon container, and we can get rid of this for now at least. Then on the runic axe we reference the weapons container as the holstered parent and the right hand position as the unholstered parent. Then we also need to copy these values down to unholstered position and rotation, to basically to make it appear in the same position as it is right now when we re-equip it, like so. And then we can get rid of this for now. So we move the axe into the weapon container. and it's obviously still visible, so we can do let's apply, and then we can just make it disappear for until we have set up the skull stuff properly. So oh, sorry, I'm on this wrong object. Stuff of paint. We turn it around, and is that good? Looks pretty good. Yeah, and then we put this in the right hand position instead. And yeah, why not? We can just can copy these values also. Don't need all those decimals either. I'm just eyeballing this. And 15. And then we set, same for the axe, we set the weapon container as the holstered parent and right hand position as the unholstered parent. Okay, good. Now we need to create a new combat moveset type. So let's open up Monodevelop, and last time we created 2 hand attacks. Now let's create staff. Okay, and back to Unity and let it compile, and then we should be able to set combat moveset type to staff. Okay, cool. Yeah, we also need to create a new type, because it would be strange if this fires bullets or grenades. So we go back straight ahead actually to, let's see, I'll search for bullet here. Yeah, and here we create magic. And we also need the projectile subtype. We're creating a fire attack, so like that. And back to Unity, and then we should be able to set the initial projectile type, magic, fire. Great. We don't need to bother with alternate projectile type. We're not doing that in this tutorial. Okay. Yeah, I think that's it for the weapon. Oh, obviously we need to make it swing also. So we go to the overlord. Actually, I want to save this. Yeah. Okay. So we create a new layer. A staff layer. We set the weight to 1. We create an empty state. And then we create, other than the Stuff of Pain asset, I also download the magic pack, magic animation pack from Mixamo. So we're going to add standing one-hand magic attack, and this should be really similar to what we did in the first tutorial. We need combat executed to be 0. We need combat moveset to be our new moveset, which is 6. And combat position should be equal to 0. And combat should be enabled. And last but not least, we need primary attack trigger. and then we just transition back. Okay, are we set? No, we're not set yet. We need to create a new combat moveset also. So I'll just copy this and create a staff combat moveset. Staff. We're not going to use any combos for this one, so I delete the entire object. And we're doing 2 attacks. We're doing fireball, one shot primary, blah 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 blah. It's not a combo starter, it's a single hit attack. It's not, it doesn't use a hit volume because it fires magic projectiles instead. And that's it. And this one, let's call it swing. Swing, one shot primary, single hit, first standing, yeah, okay. So now we have 2 different attacks, and yeah. Oh, actually, let's do swing. We can't have 2 exactly same, because then we will fire both of them at the same time. So let's do it like this. When we hit right mouse button, that is secondary attack, we fire the fireball, and on the left attack, left mouse button attack, we swing the staff. Okay, so did we? No, we didn't do add the swing attack. So you know what? I need to change also. This one should be secondary attack, and then we take another swing from the melee aspect. What should we use here then? Melee attack horizontal. Yeah, that's good. And this should be the primary attack then. So we need to add all this again. Combos executed equals 0. Combat moveset equals 6. Combat position equals 0. Combat enabled, and primary attack. So now we can try this. Let me just hit save, and we run the game. Okay, so we have the same problem that we did last time, so I'm not going to bother with it. I'm just going to lower the camera again. I think we added -4 there, so we can see the character. Yeah, okay, so left attack, a swing. We didn't. Oh, it's actually trying to. It is trying to fire a fireball. We have an argument exception here, but we need to transition back to begin with, and then we also need to change on the stuff itself. We need to change this to animation-based firing, because we're going to fire only when we're doing the magic fire magic animation. So now we can swing normally, and that is our magic attack, and nothing happens now, so we need to add a fire projectile event to the animation itself. So let's do that now. We go to this animation here, and then we need to open the animation window here. Why isn't it? Okay, let me just check this really quick and I'll be back. Okay, so I had just forgotten to select the overlord. Now we have, now we can choose standing one-handed magic attack here, and we can go forward until, yeah, about there. Then we create animation event, we edit it, and oh yeah, I forgot, we need to add a projectile projectile weapon move anim event listener, because this is a move on the character, and we use this one. And now we can select fire. So yeah, at this point we should be able to get a fire event exactly at this point in the animation. So let's try it. We can close this and we hit play. And you see here a null reference exception. That's because we haven't created the magic missile yet. So let's do that now. I have a pre-made a fire type ball type here. I just used the wildfire prefab from the standard assets. So can stop that, and we create, oh no, it should be like that. We call this the fire magic, because it will be instantiated based upon the names of the type, projectile type and subtype. Then we can put the effect just in there and get it down to 0. This is a forward projectile view. It is a magic, fire magic. It should, I don't know how fast, 15 perhaps. Yeah, we need to create hit effects. Hit effects, and we will create just a damage effect. That is a resource effect view. I don't know, 100 damage, health, and we're not going to use any dot effect or something. And here we have a status effect combo view. This script such as all the child effects set to this object. So now we can add hit effects here, and yeah, or maybe we should, it's a fireball, we need an area effect. AOE, area effect view, and we create a sphere collider. Let's make it a bit not that big, like that. Oh, and we need to reference the area effect. And last but not least, oh sorry, this is a trigger. And we also need to create box collider for the actual projectile. So 0.5, make it a bit smaller. So this is what hits opponents, and the area effect is the explosion. So this, it can be a trigger also, can it? I'm not sure, we can check that later. But for now, let's create a prefab out of this, or a resource rather. And we create it under resources and projectiles, like so. And now I can delete it here. And now we will hopefully create a fire magic missile or projectile. So no, I'm back again. I had forgotten to reference the Overlord character in the anim event listener. Like so. And now we should be able to fire projectile. Yeah, the projectile now has gravity on it. Let's get rid of that, and it should look better. Yeah, fireball, and we can swing. Great. And that's it for this tutorial. In the next tutorial we will be dual wielding, and in the last tutorial we'll add enemies that we can use all our new weapons on. So see you in the next tutorial.